program up and running. It is raining here. We're getting wet. Okay, Instagram, wake up. There we go. All right. Hopefully, over time, they will get a little speedier. We shall see. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom to start your day off well, give you something to think about and talk about with friends, talk about with yourself, journal about, whatever you like to do to bring new information into your sensorium. So, how y'all doing? It's a good day. It's a good day to be alive. Good morning, Miss Gwen. Glad you are here. There's Miss Jonille. Good morning, good morning. Now everybody's starting to pop in. So again, we've got rain right now, which is fine because I was going to water today anyway. But I guess it's supposed to end by this afternoon, which is okay with me because I'm hoping to have a meal outside with a good friend today. We shall see. Good morning, Barb. Good morning, Abigail. All the practical rebels popping in. This is good. We have a card today, and it is a Denise Linn deck. So hopefully you will all enjoy this card. And even though the card itself is for a different season than we're currently in, the message is still applicable. So take from it what you will. Soak up the message because there's good stuff in here, and it repeats some stuff that we've been talking about. I haven't said this in a while. I'll say it now. When something happens once, yeah. When something happens twice, perk your intuitive ears up. When something happens 3 or more times, hello. We have a message coming in. We need to pay attention. Good morning, Nancy. I've been looking at your pictures of all the work you're doing in your yard. Good grief, girl. That's a lot of work. My back is already complaining for you. But it's turning out very cool. Very cool. So, let me get a sense here. Hang on. Feels like we need some whole brain posture today. Some whole brain posture, which comes from Psych K, which is a method, an energy-based method for change, and one that I still use often. The process is called a balance. This little piece is part of a particular balance, but this is called the whole brain posture. So what I want you to do, you can rub your hands together. Let's wake this up, right? What I want you to do is just, without thinking about it, cross one ankle over the other. Then, arms out in front like a zombie, cross at the wrists. Whichever hand ends up on top is the one that you're being pulled to put on top. Turn your palms down and interlace your fingers. If you're kind of wrecked up like me, put them in your lap. If you can twist them up to your chest and hold them there. Vacation work. That's vacation work. Good grief, girl. We need to talk. We're sitting in the lounge chair with the pina colada. Maybe that's after hauling the gravel, right? All right, so just sitting like this or with your hands in your lap, whatever's more comfortable. Close your eyes. Not if you're driving, certainly, but close your eyes. And just take some nice deep breaths. And orient within. And notice if there's anything going on within you. Is the committee in your mind chattering away? Do you have any areas of discomfort? Is anything tight? Is anything feeling stuck? If so, just notice. You don't have to do anything with it. And focus your breath right there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Not changing anything, not fixing anything. Just noticing and focusing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Welcome to those of you who are just popping on. Glad you're here. We're just doing some whole brain posture. And you just keep breathing deeply and easily. And let me explain what the whole brain posture does. Because you are crossing parts of your body across the midline, it forces your brain to fire on both sides. There's more active things we can do that accomplish the same thing, but this is an easy one to do when you're sitting. You can do this when you're watching TV. You can do this when you're in a meeting that is getting uncomfortable. This is something that grounds and centers and makes you solid. So now what you're waiting for is some kind of a shift, a big exhale, a loosening of something that's tight, just a sense of peace and well-being. And once you experience that, you can uncross your feet and put them flat, undo your fingers and tent them. And I'll explain that tenting in a moment. Then you just hold this tent for a little bit. So if you think about your brain sitting in your head as your biocomputer, when we do this part of the process, that's telling it to edit a particular program. So in this case, it could be tension you were holding in your body, could be the chatter from the committee in your head, whatever it is. It's the edit component when you do this. When you do this, it's save. Save a new bioprocess. Put me at peace. Allow me to be grounded, whatever it is. So you can use that anytime, anywhere. It's a very discreet thing. You can sit with your hands in your lap like that and your feet crossed. Nobody's going to notice. Even if they do, just tell them you're just relaxing, whatever, right? So today we have Denise Linn's The Sacred Forest Oracle deck. Again, that lovely little tree with the light beckoning us in. And our card for today, I'm not sure I've ever pulled this card out of this deck. We've certainly had this message before, which is probably why this card is surfacing now, but I'm not sure I've ever pulled this card. So it is Spirit Guardian of Autumn, letting go, letting go. Emotional regulation, absolutely so. Yes, yes, yes. And there's multiple ways to regulate your nervous system. The whole brain posture is one that works really well. And you have everything you need with you, which I like. All right, Spirit Guardian of Autumn, letting go. Let's take a breath and let it go. Red, orange, yellow, and brown leaves flurry around you in a warm autumn wind. A small zephyr creates an upward spiral of leaves, directed by air spirit in a dance of color and light. In the great circle of life, the trees lose their leaves in the fall so that new growth can occur in the spring. It's part of the natural cycle of life. Before I read more, let's talk about that. Good morning, Beth. Glad you're here. Welcome. Losing something, letting go of something, clearing something, deciding something is no longer needed. That step comes before the new whatever flows in. Many of us are uncomfortable with that. We want that bird in the hand before we let go of whatever is no longer serving us, right? That's typically not how it works. It's us needing to be brave enough to let go of what no longer serves us. We already know that. We're playing games with ourselves. What am I pretending not to know? If we don't acknowledge, yeah, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. And clearing it out to make that very pregnant pause, that space where the new will flow in over time. So here's the message directly to us. Surrender. All is well. You don't have to do it alone. The Creator is on your side. Letting go can heal the need to be in control, the stress of unfulfilled expectations, the anguish of needing to decide how things should be, and the tension of wanting others to act in a particular way. These things lead to unhappiness. Letting go opens the space for relaxation, healing, and success. When we're not trying to exercise the illusion of control, because we really don't have control, it's the illusion of control. And how do we usually find out that it's illusion? When something untoward happens and we realize we've been hanging on really tightly and manipulating and maneuvering, and this thing happened anyway. This thing happened anyway. So letting go, being in the flow. I wonder how this is going to work out with great curiosity, right? Of course, there are times to hold on as if your life depended on it, but now is the time to surrender. And surrender, again, is not giving up. Surrender does not equal giving up. It equals letting go. They are different. You aren't succumbing to forces outside yourself. Instead, you are opening to your inner guidance and to your soul. That's a beautiful differentiation, I think. You aren't succumbing to forces outside of yourself. Instead, you are opening to your inner guidance and to your soul. When you let go, the creative forces of the universe can flow through you. Earth-based cultures recognized the 4 power points of the year: the spring and fall equinoxes and the summer and winter solstices, which we are approaching summer solstice, right? That they have a profound spiritual meaning. To those indigenous people, autumn was the time of things slowing down. Right now is the time of things kind of picking up, activity, doing, etc. But we will again circle into letting go. And because we're getting this guidance now, and because we've had this guidance recently, perhaps this summer is going to be a slower summer than you typically would engage in. Just saying. It was the time of change, reflection. That would be a beautiful thing for many of us to do right now. Reflect. Reflect on what has happened, reflect on where we are right now, and reflect on what are we ready to let go of? What are we done with? What is completed? Harvest and preparation for the next season. The spirit guardian of autumn, there she is, says, relinquish control and let spirit take over. You don't need to do everything yourself. Release whatever in life doesn't serve you, even if you don't know what's going to replace it. Clutter clear your life. Simply open your heart, let go, and allow spirit to help and support you. And for some of us, that's a very scary thought, that we've been so used to micromanaging our own lives that the idea of letting it go, letting it flow, letting it go where it's going to go with us along for the ride is pretty darn scary. But again, you can use the tool. We have lots of tools, right? If you've been hanging around on this channel for a while, we have lots of tools. We can tap, we can do whole brain posture, we can breathe deeply, we can do many, many things. We can journal that get us moving in the direction of flow. Moving in the direction of flow. So let's breathe a little bit. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, and one more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you notice, good morning, Christine, glad you are here. If you notice that you are now lightheaded after 3 deep breaths, what that tells you is that you are not breathing deeply enough as you flow through your life. Pick up that breath, open up those lungs, get it deep, 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 deep. All right. So that is our card for today. Let me show you one more time. Letting go, letting go, letting go, moving into the flow. Yes. Reflection, absolutely reflection. Thank you for posting that, Gwen. So take some time. If you can take a few minutes to journal today, that would be fabulous. If you can take some time to have a conversation with someone about this, a deeper level conversation. I don't know about you, but I do not suffer superficial conversations well. I will talk for about 2.8 seconds about the weather, and then we're going deep. Who are you? What are you about? Do you want to hear about me? Let's talk. So some people run screaming when they see me coming. That's not their gig. Yeah, whatever. So have an awesome Tuesday. We will see you again tomorrow. Remember that you're capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.